What's good, everybody? It is Sully, and welcome back to another Project Wally World build update. We are out of the shed, but we are still at Viking, and our partner team here at Electronics Unlimited has been hard at work on board the boat, getting a whole bunch of stuff done since you last saw it. So, without further ado, let's jump off the foredeck here, make our way back aft, and see what the team has been up to, guys. The team is hard at work here at EU. You look over my shoulder right here. It is a frigid day by Florida standards, but man, the boys are hard at it getting this neon flex all wired up. That's going to be our under gunnel lighting, so it's going to go along that length there to right there, and then it's also going to be over here on this side for this entire length. And again, because it is Lumishore, it is the full color tunable lighting that we have on here. So we're going to have the warm white, cool white, RGB. We can do the light show. We can do all of that from our MFD and from our phone. So we've got that going on. And then you can see here, guys, we talked about in the last one, they were wrapping up this live well and putting in that nice viewing window right there for, it's called the aquarium. We are going to add some Lumishore lighting in there as well. We're going to do their live well lighting. We're going to do a pair of those. So again, full color tunability with that. We can have it match the gunnel, contrast the gunnel lighting. We have that functionality there. So then as we take another look here, guys, like I said, we've got all the wiring because we are deep into the process of everything here. You look, we have our MFD out. So that's allowing us to do a wire pull, getting things running around the boat. But right above it, like we talked about in that last episode, there is the JLM6, and there's another JLM6 over there. So that's going to give us a nicer sound out here in the cockpit. If you're out here, you're fighting the fish, you want to have good tunes, you want to be having a good time, right? You have that functionality with this now there, and it's all going to be handled by those MHD amps up above. So now, guys, let's hop in there and let me show you what is going on inside as well. Let's go check it out. Welcome to the Salon on Project Wally World. Now, you're going to have to kind of excuse some of the mess. We are in a yard period. It is project boat time, and it is a bit of Napoleon Bonaparte right here. As you can see, we actually have the couch sitting up there and everything else going on because the electric door got added. What are we talking about in here? Well, we are talking about the pair of GC200 cameras we've added. This is a great add-on when you have a boat like this, when you have a salon and you have a family, and you want to keep tabs on what's happening down below. Well, we added a pair of the GC200s right here. So we've got that Garmin camera right there, and then we've got another one right over there. And what that gives us the ability to do is have a crisscross pattern and be able to keep tabs on what is happening down below in the salon. So if you're heading out offshore to go fishing, maybe get the kids with you, and it's been a little quiet for a little too long, you can just pull up those cameras on your Garmin MFDs and see what is happening and see what they're getting up to or not getting up to. So it's just a really handy feature to add in here when you are doing build outs like this. Now, obviously, we're going to have to dial these cameras in once the boat gets put back together and get angles right and get all that. We'll make sure to show you that in our final wrap-up episode. But that's just a quick, handy add-on we've seen people really like. So that's what's good in the salon. Let's hop down below into the engine space and see what the team's been up to down there. Welcome down to the engine space on Project Wally World. Take a look behind me, guys, is a pair of the Scania diesels, because remember, guys, this was the Scania demo boat. So what are we doing down in this engine space? Well, if you take a look over my shoulder there, you can actually, I don't know, see somewhere right over there, was one of the engine room cameras. Actually, this boat only had a single engine room camera. We are working to increase that and get better understanding and situational awareness on that boat. To that end, we are putting in two cameras. We are removing that one right there, and we are going to be putting one up into that corner as well. Except They are not going to be your run-of-the-mill standard GC IP Garmin cameras. We are using the FLIR AX8 camera. This is a dual payload camera. I really love this camera setup for engine rooms because now I can put one on centerline and I can put this other one over there, and now we can shoot across. So not only do I get visibility of what's happening in engine space, like an oil leak, water, something like that, this is also thermal, guys. So I can also start to tell if an impeller is getting too hot, an exhaust elbow is getting too hot. In this case, we're talking about doing remote monitoring with the Barnacle Blue on here, being able to shoot across, and we'll be looking at this generator. So we'll be able to look at this generator remotely while it's running and be able to keep tabs on it and see what is going on. So we're doing those dual cameras there. Those are getting added in. And then over here, if you remember from that last video, we talked about we're going to pull that battery charger out, and we are adding in a Victron 24-volt house bank battery charger. And we're going all in with the Victron side of the house for this to keep easy tabs on everything. So you take a look over here, guys, in this space, you can see the boxes of blue goodness right here. And you'll see we actually have two right here of the smart solar MPPTs. That is for our solar panels. We're able to keep tabs and have that communicate in, letting us know what kind of power we are actually inputting from the solar panel into our house bank. And then, guys, doesn't do you any good to know what you're putting in if you don't know what you got going out. We have a smart shunt right here that is getting added in as well. So now we are able to keep tabs on power in and power out, be it solar, be it from the charger. We're able to keep tabs on it. But you need to have all of those guys talk together, so they're on their own network. And we have the Servo GX. So everybody in the Victron world talks to this guy then goes out and starts talking to everybody in the Garmin world. And it'll actually have a One Helm app for this, so we're able to keep tabs on everything at our Garmin screen. But we can also tie that in to our Barnacle Blue system and get all of that information in there as well, so we can keep tabs on everything. And if, say, the solar's not keeping up, maybe there's a bigger power draw, something got left on, maybe it's been cloudy for a couple of days, something like that, we also have the ability with the Victron to remote start this generator with the help of this Atkinson unit right here. This is the generator remote start stop. So we can set this thing up and get it all dialed in. We're able to say, hey, the batteries get down too low, go ahead and light off that generator, turn the charger on, and we can go ahead and just rapidly charge up our house bank and then kill the generator. So we've got kind of a nice fail-safe rollover in place for it, guys. So we've got that going on, and all of this, you can see we've got this box full of goodies, the pair of the AX8s, all that stuff sitting right here, because that's where the new additional house bank is going to go. And yes, it is an additional. We're not doing separate battery banks on here. We are just extending the battery bank that is here, doubling the capacity. So that's everything that is good in the engine space. Let's hop out of here. Let's get up to the flybridge and let's see what else is going on up there. So just like last time, guys, the last stop on this trip is up here at the Helm on the flybridge. You take a look over my head, you can see one of the 6 Lumishore DL50 downlights. Those are the fully color tunable downlights. We get warm white, cool white, full spectrum RGB, and we can adjust the brightness via our MFD or our cell phone. And we also have that tied in so we can make those work on the existing switches, just like for the mezzanine area we showed you a moment ago. So this is kind of nice to be able to have that warm white if you're just kind of coming in after hours and you just don't want to kill your night vision. Maybe you want red, you're going out early in the morning, you don't want to lose that night vision as you're heading out. Doing these lights, being able to dim them is really a slick way to go, and having that integration so smoothly into this trio of Garmin MFDs. And if we also look around here, guys, you can see we went ahead and did the JL M6. We were debating, we thought we were going to put it like right there, but then we realized that was also going to take up a lot of space in there. So we ended up landing it right here on the side. In this small of a space, this should still give us great sound all the way around on here. So we've done that. And we also took out the XD amplifiers. They were great, but we're adding in a sub. We need a little bit more power, and who doesn't need a little bit more power when we're talking audio? So down here, we added a pair of the MHD amps. Now these amps right here are of the 24 volt variety because this is a 24 volt boat. So we made sure we're setting ourselves up for success there without having to do power converters and things like that. And then as we take a look at the Helm, we showed you guys earlier the pair of cameras that we added into the Salon. You can see those showing up onto our MFDs right here, just as the additional engine room cameras will as well. And then under the hood down here, the team is hard at work. I promise you, he is down there. He is cutting and snipping wires and getting things all dressed up because we are installing a barnacle blue onto this boat for vessel monitoring. Now, what is that going to allow us to do? As long as it has an internet connection, in this boat's case, it will be a Starlink. We will be able to pull up the camera system and the NEMA data on board this boat at any time, anywhere in the world from our device and be able to keep tabs on this boat. That's kind of critical since this boat's going to be living on a mooring. We want to be able to keep tabs on it and see what is happening with it. But we need to have some special considerations because the NEMA network and the Garmin network need to stay powered on even after we shut the boat off. So we don't want to leave those things just on and have a big power draw all the time, but we do want to be able to pull up our cameras via our Garmin network. So we have to have special considerations for that. So that's going on down there. Above me here, the solar is happening, but we're in the yard and I'm not climbing up there to show you that. We'll wait till the end in the next episode where we will show you the whole finished project here, guys. So that is a wrap on Wally World. If you've got any questions about this build, maybe you want to get some work done down in Florida or up in New England, reach out to us, sales@navtronics.com. Let's talk, let's connect, let's set you up for success. Next time you see this video series, the boat should be in the drink and we should be going out, putting it through its paces, sea trialing everything, getting everything all calibrated from the sat compass up top, checking in on our solar output, our generator auto start, whatever else we've done that I am forgetting, but we will have it for you on the next episode next week. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe down below and we will see you guys then. Peace.